we were playing System of a Down.
We were playing a lot of System of a Down. Miguel's been in a System of a Down phase recently.
Yeah, and then I hear the loneliest.
Should we be concerned?
I didn't even think of that. I hope he's good.
I think he's fine.
Guys, shout out, love, dicks out for Miguel.
Dicks out for Miguel. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Jams by Jyesh. I'm Jyesh.
I'm K. Hi.
And welcome to episode 15 of JamsCast.
Oh, wow, 15. That's a good number. It's a
good number. I'm feeling happy.
Of 5 and 3. Those are safer numbers.
Yep. How are you today, K-Hi?
I'm good. I'm a little drowsy. It's the end of the week. It's like, oh man, I worked a lot. The work's not that bad or anything. I wake up early, go.
Yeah, you're a busy man.
And then it's like, oh man, thank God tomorrow's the weekend, but I also have to wake up early tomorrow, so I should probably go to sleep tonight.
Waking up early on a weekend, it kind of sucks.
Yeah,
even if it's a good occasion, I always am just like, oh.
Well, I know I can just fall asleep as soon as I finish whatever as long as it's not taking up the whole weekend.
That's
which
right.
I don't think this should. I don't know. And then I have the Sunday. The Sunday is a good day.
Yeah, for me, Sunday is actually going to be a busy day this weekend, so that'll be a little odd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, let's talk music. What music have you been listening to lately, K-Hi?
I'd go and get out the list.
Go get out that
K-Hi patented sex playlist.
Yep.
The sex part isn't because I'm having sex with someone as I listen to songs. I'm having sex with the songs. So I think I may have mentioned this before. I was listening to Regina Spektor, Us.
Yes, love that song.
I was listening to Be King from the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood soundtrack. I'll just Lapis Philosophorum from the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood soundtrack.
Were you rewatching the show recently? Is that why?
I just love that soundtrack. I always loved it since I was a kid.
That's fair. I've got to watch the show. I still haven't done it yet.
It's a long show.
I'm aware,
but I love it. I was listening to Lonely Day from System of a Down because I think here we were playing System of a Down.
We were playing a lot of System of a Down. Miguel's been in a System of a Down phase recently.
Yeah, and then I hear the loneliest.
Should we be concerned?
I didn't even think of that. I hope he's good.
I think he's fine.
Guys, shout out, love, dicks out for Miguel.
Dicks out for Miguel.
But System of a Down, I didn't realize they did the loneliest day of my life, and I'm like, this is them, and it's fine. There's this gaslight on the internet where there's this. I think I must have talked about this, but that one Zelda song.
Yeah, you did tell me about this.
Did I talk about this on the podcast?
Maybe
It's that song. You probably have heard it. And it goes, Link, he come to town to save the Princess Zelda. And then there's like 10 videos. That's that song in the lyrics, and it says System of the Down. And it's a gaslight.
It is not System of the Down.
Not System of the Down. I had to mention it to you, and you're like, that's not System of the Down. I'm like, no, listen. You listen to it, and you're like, yeah.
It's like, I was more confident that was not
System of the Down.
Yeah.
But I was listening to that.
You know how we should have known? Like, Nintendo would never let System of a Down make a song about The Legend of Zelda.
You're right. But maybe they'll put that in the movie that's coming out.
maybe.
I'm going through my history because I see older songs I have listened to, but all I'm seeing is a bunch of Aqua Teen Hunger Force because I've been watching the shit out of that.
I've actually never watched that. But I mean, that's, as you know, I didn't really grow up watching adult cartoons.
Yeah. See, I grew up like, oh man, Young Justice just ended or Generator Rex just ended. Oh man, what's next? Hey, why is the screen black? What's this white text?
Yeah.
Whoa, what's up with all these like Texas people? And I'm watching King of the Hill. And then if you stay up even later, you get further into the fever dream. So it starts kind of normal, like King of the Hill. Then you get to like Family Guy, American Dad. You've seen that on YouTube as a kid, whatever. Then it's like Squidbillies or Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and you're like, yeah, okay, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then if you go so late, it actually ties back to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because the first time I saw it, I was going for a run as a kid. It was like a 5K.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so I had to wake up early for it. And on Cartoon Network was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood playing in the Toonami section.
Oh, it was so early.
Yeah, so
it was
early.
Toonami. Okay.
And I was like, dude, this is awesome. And then I saw this one scene that was really cool, so I wanted to see the anime about it. And then I watched the other one. I watched the Full Metal, which is also a good series, but it's not as good as Brotherhood. And then I realized that halfway, I'm like, I guess I have to finish this and then watch the fucking thing again.
Yeah, it really be like that sometimes, you know.
So yeah, what have you been listening to?
Well, I'm glad you asked, K-Hi. This week has been a big week for indie music. And the coming weeks are also going to be really big for indie music too.
Okay.
I just came out with a video about a band called Men I Trust.
Okay.
I don't think you'd like them because they're very mellow. And
you think I prefer bad boys, untrustworthy men?
I think that's exactly true. I think you prefer women you don't trust.
Well, okay, let's not get sexist, okay?
Well,
let's not get sexy, okay?
No sexiness here, none today. Men I Trust is this sort of dreamy, kind of like dreary sounding, like pop rock band, and they have pop rock doesn't really feel right.
Which part
it's
of that
tough
do you
to
think
describe.
I wouldn't like?
Well, I'm getting there, right?
Sorry.
It's just very slow. And in the spring and summer in particular, you tend to listen to music that you can run to.
That is true.
And I will say this song and this band, they have a very like consistent bass presence across their albums. And as someone who used to play the bass and as someone who I think like wants movement in their songs, they keep it going. Like, even though it's kind of slow and it's kind of dreamy, I think that the bass does a really good job of keeping things moving in Men I Trust music.
So is it the flow that you think I wouldn't?
It's not the flow. It's more like the delivery and the.
Is it the fact that it's dreary? Because I like a lot of dreary songs. I like a lot of really sad
Look, I could be wrong. Maybe you should watch my video on Men I Trust.
Okay, maybe I will.
Yes. So, okay, next thing I want to talk about.
Yeah.
This was actually my favorite release from this past weekend. It was a band named, or actually it's not a band, it's an artist. She goes by Japanese Breakfast. And
is she Japanese?
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Because like otherwise,
believe it or not, there's an artist named The Japanese House who's not Japanese.
See, that's the.
But that's besides the point. We're talking about Japanese Breakfast.
I feel like maybe that should be the point, but let's keep going.
Japanese Breakfast recently came out with an album, and I loved it. You know, I wasn't the biggest fan of the singles leading up to the release, but this album, it just feels like this very complete. It feels like a watercolor painting, but in sound form.
Do you say its name already?
No, I didn't. It's called For Melancholy Brunettes and Sad Women.
So this is an American band.
No.
Where are they stationed?
I don't know.
They Japanese?
I don't know. I know that she's of Japanese descent.
Yeah, I just meant like where.
I don't know.
Yeah. Does anyone know? Is she?
I'm sure someone knows.
She's not like an internet artist or anything.
No, I think that it's like a pretty public thing. But she's an independent artist, and her music, it's also a little slower, but at the same time, it's very like warm, and it actually really felt like spring to me. I cannot recommend enough that you listen to For Melancholy Brunettes and Sad Women.
Check it out.
Even if you're not a melancholy brunette. And then one more thing that I want to talk about too. Severance season 2 just concluded. And I have to say the finale had an incredible score.
Did they do it? The sever? Did they severance?
Oh, they severanced. All right, they severanced. I'm gonna skirt around.
I might see the show. I told you I got pretty through the first episode, and we have a deal where if I finish the first episode, he's gonna watch Mr. Robot first episode.
This is true.
Which is totally in my favor because the first episode.
And now everyone here has to hold us to it. Yes.
And that's also a show that you can make a whole video about the music.
Mr. Robot.
Yeah, the music is fantastic.
I've told you my hang up with Mr. Robot. It's just that I don't really like Rami Malek.
Yeah, you hate Rami Malek like personally. Like you sent him like some bad mail or something.
Well, he started it, and he knows what he did.
He didn't like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
which I get out of that. It's like the reverse of the character he plays in Bohemian Rhapsody.
I believe you.
And then I'm like, oh, did you like him Until Dawn? You're like, haven't done Until Dawn.
I've never done Until Dawn. Whatever you call it. Experienced.
Yeah.
So I'll say this, right? While we're talking about Bohemian Rhapsody, that movie fucking pisses me off.
Why?
I think that it was a terrible representation of Freddie Mercury as a person.
Is it because they made it seem like he didn't know if he was gay?
I just think that's part of it. I just think the very premise that it's like, written about this dead person in a pretty disrespectful way by people who I feel like had ulterior motives. I think that's a pretty shitty thing.
I don't know the background.
I just think that like everyone else came out looking better than Freddie Mercury in the movie about Freddie Mercury.
I mean,
Rocket Man is actually a really good example of representation done right in a biopic. But we're talking about a movie.
What about the Weird Al one?
I've never seen that one.
Oh, that was a really really accurate.
But even then, these are about living people, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's much better to do it about a living person.
I think it's almost weirder to do it about a living person because, like, if I was like, okay, say you do it with their approval, that's already a bias. Because
sure,
but if you do it without their approval, what the fuck is happening?
There's so many instances of biopics that get the story wrong that I'm just very uncomfortable with the idea.
I think biopics are just weird in general.
Green Book, for example.
Bundy.
It's not that one. I know what you're talking about.
The one that came out when we were...
It was played by Evan Peters.
Yes.
And also the one that Zac Efron did. There's a lot of bad biopics. So
the biopics are weird. You shouldn't put like even like if it's freaking George Washington, you shouldn't put like it's just some stories like let's read about it in a goddamn book.
Yeah, posthumous things in general are such a murky territory.
But also, it's just the biopic as a film.
Biopic.
It's what?
Biopic. Yeah.
Oh, like bio, like a lip.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay.
I was thinking biopic because I was thinking optics.
No, I get that.
It doesn't make sense because no.
I get the logic, but yeah.
Biopic.
Yeah.
Biopic. That sounds so cool. Why the hell is there a Ted Bundy biopic? Isn't that? I wrote a paper about it in freshman year of college about like, they shouldn't do this because this is exactly what Ted Bundy would want. It's
exactly what they would have wanted.
Even if it's like, oh, he's a bad guy. Like, yeah, but everyone's saying he looks hot. So, maybe you shouldn't have Zac Efron playing
Ted Bundy.
You just shouldn't have anyone play Ted Bundy.
This kind of ties into our movie fight for today, actually.
Okay, movie fight?
Yes. Music fight, excuse me. This kind of ties into our music fight for the day, actually.
Oh, the most problematic songs. I've been wanting to do this for a while.
Well, no, but we are going to draft songs excuse me. Here's the pitch, okay? Pick a song that you want played at your funeral. And I'll do the same.
I may have started a playlist I didn't fully commit to.
Did you actually for songs to play at my funeral?
No, just really depressing songs.
Oh, so you'd want it to be a depressing song that plays at your funeral?
No, you see that's another thing. Oh, I don't know. I probably not. I don't know. You go first.
Yeah. Well, I'll monologue for a moment, right? The idea of a song playing at your funeral is kind of alien to me, right? Like do
people do that?
Well, it started. I saw it first on the internet.
I saw it in YouTube comments
because of there was a commercial done by some company, and they were like, this person said, play this song at my funeral. And it was like Cake by the Ocean by DNCE, which is a very happy song. And it's people like dancing while they're holding the casket. And it's like, this is really funny, right? But I was thinking, like, what would you play at a funeral? Would you want it to be happy? Would you want it to be sad?
Too goofy. Like, you might, like, for your bros, oh man, it's so cool, too goofy. But like, you really want your family to be listening to Crazy Frog at your fucking funeral?
You don't.
I mean, there's a small part of me that does, because it would just be so fucked. But at the same time, I care about my family.
Yeah.
So I don't.
I mean, in a literal sense, it is the last thing you are imparting on the world.
Yeah.
Right?
It's weird because I don't know if I've attended like wakes and stuff, but I've never attended. Actually, I haven't even done much of that. I never attended like a ceremony.
Unfortunately have attended a fair share.
Do they play music?
No. I mean, well, okay.
Do they play music when they're burying the body?
No. If it's like a religious thing, then they'll do like, religious songs, but the notion of a song being played at a funeral is pretty weird. But we're doing it, right? We're saying, fuck it. We're playing songs at our funeral.
I have one in the chamber.
Okay. You go ahead. Cause I'm still thinking.
It's one of the Full Metal Alchemist songs.
Okay.
My plan is Steve and Miguel are going to like draw a circle like around my body. And then they're going to like draw like this pentagram thing. Yeah. And they're going to clap their hands and they're going to turn me into this weird like zombie thing. It's like, and it's going to be like how it was in the 2003 series instead of the Brotherhood series. So it's going to be like I'm actually kind of back, but not really. And then I'm going to have these really long fingernails because I'm going to be the hot one.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think that that's a really good choice.
Really good plan.
Because it's not too happy. It's not too sad. It's kind of just like...
Yeah, let's get dramatic, okay?
I think dramatic
I'm a dramatic fucking guy.
If you're the type of person to play a song at your funeral, you're a dramatic person, I think.
Yeah. Well, honestly, it really depends on who you think is going to be there. Like, if you're super old, the answer might change.
Yeah. So, okay. I'm going to make a pick now. And I'm between two. They're both actually from Broadway. I think that if I were to pick a song to play at my funeral, I would want it to be melancholy, right? Not happy, not sad, just a little wistful, maybe a little nostalgic. And I think that the one I'm going to choose is a song that I'm eventually going to talk about later this year. It is For Good from Wicked. It's one of the closing songs from Wicked. And the whole premise of the song is like, who's to say if I've been changed for better, but I know I've been changed for good, right?
Oh, that's an interesting.
Yeah. So I just think it's a fun song, right? And it's the notion of like, it's a funeral, and funerals are about like change and life and death. And I think that it very much ties into that sort of transition feel.
I might have to see. I didn't realize we only had one.
We did only have one.
And there's another one I would have chosen if I knew we only had one.
Well, you can tell me what it is.
Yeah, it's you've heard me sing it before. It's Comme le hair. We all go together when we go.
I knew you were going to do this, yes.
When you attend a funeral, it is sad to think that sooner or later, those you love will do the same for you. And like, I feel like people that know me enough will be like, oh, God damn it. God fucking damn it. This motherfucker actually fucking did it.
Yeah.
And that's before my plan with the animatronic taxidermied corpse. So
Right.
which is I mentioned that my parents were, when I was a teenager, I was like, oh man, this is what we should do. I'm gonna record some voice lines. It's gonna be me going, I'm alive, and then I want you guys to taxidermy my corpse if I die early, and then like animatronic it up, and then like reveal a curtain, and it'll be like, I'm alive. And I said that like it was all a joke, and then they hear me and they're like, this is very disturbing to hear. Yeah. Someone's going to take that idea now, but you know, true. I probably shouldn't do it to myself.
Leave it in the comments if you're going to do that to yourself.
I want a credit. Like just put it on like the booth. I'm alive.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to like put a little.
AI gave me this idea.
Like please. It'll mean a lot to me.
It would. That's fun. The other song that I was going to choose for reference was a song from Rent, which would have been it's the one that's like 525,600 minutes.
That's a good song.
Yeah, it's another one that's
a good
like,
song from a musical I don't like.
You don't like the Rent musical?
You know, I saw the movie. Maybe if I saw it on stage first, I would have liked it. But then I also saw a few demos of the stage thing at school.
I was going to say my first exposure was the high school production.
I just thought it was, maybe I just couldn't relate to the characters. I don't know. I didn't care.
You don't care?
I'm like, pay your fucking rent. Fuck off. I know there's like depth.
You took the landlord side.
Which is fucked up. I'm a fucked up guy.
That's a fucked up thing to do, yeah.
But like, it's also like, dude, like, I just didn't care about the characters. I honestly, I think I wasn't paying enough attention. Angel was cool, I guess. I was like, oh, that's serious. I'm like, oh, the drug shit's serious. But I really didn't care about like, oh man, where these the artists commit, which is so stupid of me, but like I didn't care about the fact they're like all these like struggling artists and the shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, no man, the opioid shit and the fucking like AIDS shit, that's serious. I want to talk about that.
Have you ever seen
that's what I did like from the movie.
Have you ever seen this is actually a biopic that I like. It's the one about Jonathan Larson.
Is that Rent guy?
Yes, the one who created Rent. I don't know if you know this, but Jonathan Larson passed away before Rent.
No
kidding.
Out. Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's an incredible biopic. And it's called Tick, Tick, Boom. There was recently a movie production of it, and it's incredible. He's played by Andrew Garfield.
Sorry. Spider-Man's playing the Rent guy. That's cool.
He played the Rent guy, and he did
Was
great.
this before Spider-Man?
He was nominated for Best Actor, and I wanted him to win.
I mean, he's been in some crazy shit. Like wasn't he in
Hacksaw
Ridge?
Yes.
Doctor Who.
He was in Doctor Who?
He was in Doctor Who, the
didn't know
episode
that.
with the pig people and the Daleks.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield just is incredible.
He plays an American in Doctor Who, actually.
Well, he played an American in Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. He played in Rent, I assume he played American.
played in American
In Hacksaw
Rent.
Ridge, he was American.
Huh.
Does he ever play a fucking British guy? You know,
I
what?
can't
What?
think of the time, no.
He's denounced his.
He's denounced his heritage.
Yeah, he's one of us.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was our discussion about songs to play at our funerals. Now it's time for our draft. And this is a really interesting draft topic because normally on this channel, we're very positive. Right?
Oh,
We're
okay.
very
Let's
positive
get fucked up. Let's get mean.
I feel like we're also just not.
I think all those fish in the
typically
ocean
mean.
deserve to die.
Well, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be drafting the worst songs we can think of. Like, think of your least
That is
favorite
really
songs.
hard. I try to.
It is really hard, isn't it?
I'm gonna
Because
realize.
why would we listen?
I'm not even gonna put in AI slop. I'm not.
No,
Can it be
that's-
bad songs I
Let's set a
enjoy to
couple-
listen to?
No, I feel like it should be things we really don't like.
I can't even think of it.
We could do some research for sure.
I don't know. I'm a positive. Usually I'll go meh or I like it. That's actually very difficult.
I know. I was having some trouble with it too, and I thought that's why it would make it very interesting for us.
Just start.
Okay. I'm starting. Okay. Shit. All right. This is so tough, right? Because there's so many directions you could go. But I think that I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I don't like the song Roar by Katy Perry.
You know, that's a good one.
And let me talk about that, right? I have nothing against Katy Perry. I don't think that she's a bad person or anything. I just think that Roar was overplayed so much.
You know what? That's going to be the metric of this.
So much. It was such an okay song.
Okay song to play at the high school everything.
And it was all the time. I heard that song so much. I felt like I heard it every day.
I know I already have one in the chamber. You got me loaded, bro.
And look, I think that there's so much better Katy Perry songs. I just wish that Roar never happened. I think the world would be a better place if that song never existed. And I don't even think it's a bad message. I just think the song's really annoying.
If you had Hitler, Osama bin Laden, and Roar in the same room and 3 bullets, you'd shoot Roar 3 times.
Yeah,
That's the
how I'm
Office.
starting it out.
I'm okay. It's the Office.
It's The Office.
Michael Scott could get away with it, so could I.
That's how I'm starting out this list.
I was gonna say tonight's gonna be a good night.
Oh.
That's a good song though. It just played at every goddamn school function.
Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling.
It's funny because I actually listened to that recently and I enjoyed it, but I'm gonna put that on because of how much I've hated it.
I think that's understandable, right?
It's just it's the same fucking goddamn thing at every year at the school picnic or Halloween party or whatever. It's not a good night. I'm having a panic attack. I was having anxiety issues. I didn't know why. I was scared in the dark. It's not a good night.
I think there's something to be said for songs that are like too happy and that are like preachy about their happiness.
Well, if you need, I have my next one.
And I was going to go with one also
go ahead.
that is like that, which is why I'm going to claim Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake from the Trolls movie. And
Wait. Trolls isn't before Trolls 2?
Trolls is in like the animated Trolls.
Oh, okay.
So this is the one that's like, can't stop the feeling.
Oh, I don't know.
Nothing that I could see but you when you dance.
I got a really controversial.
It's not a bad song, honestly. Justin Timberlake's fine, but it's so preachy with its happiness, and it's so like it's like too much sugar. You know?
Yeah.
And it's just, it rubs me the wrong way, and I don't like that song.
I got one that rubs me the wrong way.
Give it to me.
Happy by Will Ferrell.
Pharrell Williams.
Who's Will Ferrell's wife, right?
Will Ferrell's wife.
Okay, and that's not.
I'm gonna leave that in.
That one's okay. That one's okay to mess up. No, immediately as I said, I'm like, wait a second. These two images aren't matching.
You got, it's an understandable mix-up. Pharrell Williams.
Pharrell Williams.
Yeah, rather than Will
It's like,
Ferrell.
Cappy, shut the It's just, I don't know. You know what? It's just overexposed.
I
That's
love
all.
Pharrell too, right? Like I think he's done some great songs. He did Get Lucky, which I think is great, and it's another song that's very happy.
By Daft Punk?
Well, it was both of them together.
Oh, no shit. Okay, well, he's great. He redeems himself.
He's also in Drop It Like It's Hot with Snoop Dogg.
I got my next song already, but I'll let you.
Yeah, I think that the last thing I'll say is just that I do think Happy is like the worst Pharrell
It's
Williams
so
song.
overrated.
And it's just, it's so happy. It's too happy.
It's like, I feel like you'd really have to be on cloud nine. Like you just made love to a beautiful person that you love very much for the first time to play that song unironically.
I can't even imagine a time.
That's the sex song.
That's the sex song. Oh God, that's such a shitty sex song.
Okay, it's okay. You go.
That would be such a shitty sex song. Anyway, well, okay. I am gonna pick another one that I feel like is too overplayed, particularly the us, as we are located in the New York general area.
Yes.
That is Empire State of Mind by Jay-Z and Alicia
Is
Keys.
that New York?
Yeah.
I like that one. When was that song come out?
2008 or something. I think every single time I've been in New York City, I've heard that song.
I don't remember that
Like I
happening
will
anytime.
walk in the streets and a rickshaw will drive by
What?
and they're playing like
I've been
that
to
song.
New York City with you also.
I feel like I've
been
heard
there
it
and back
every
with you.
single time.
It's happened
It'll
every
be in
time.
taxis. It'll be in like random places, and tourists will play it, and it'll play in commercials, and it'll play in Times Square. It plays everywhere, and I am sick of hearing it.
Is it my turn now?
Yes, it is. I picked 3 so far.
Blurred Lines.
Oh yeah, that was one I was going
I
to
have
pick.
very
if
bad
you didn't.
memories associated with
Another
that song.
Pharrell Williams
Yeah.
song.
Are you kidding me?
He's
He
in
went
that
from
song.
Happy to Blurred Lines?
Yes.
What the fuck?
He might have gone Blurred Lines to Happy, actually.
That's even crazier. Backs up my theory about, right after making love to a beautiful person. But no, I just said I have bad memories with that song. That's not as dark as it sounds.
to be fair, it's a very controversial song.
You know what it was? I had a group project and I didn't it was some like audio. It was for a video making class in middle school, which you'd think I'd be super crazy about. But I did not like my partners. If you're watching this, guys, I did not like you.
Yeah.
They called me AIDS monkey.
Oh, okay. I think I
You know who?
I know who.
You know who?
Just from that alone, I feel like I know who said that.
And they were like, let's do Blurred Lines for our music video
Oh.
project. And then, of course, we had to do the instrumental. And it's just like...
It's agony. Yeah, it's
a lot of the songs I'm choosing I associate with middle school, which is funny because some of the songs from middle school...
They're great ones.
Yeah, they're great ones I listened to in middle school on my own, and then I stopped listening to them for a while because I associated them with middle school, like Weezer, and then I went back to them because they were just too good.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So, Blurred Lines, we should talk about this too. Yes.
Can I say that on your podcast?
I might censor the word, but that's what it is. Yes.
I'm sorry. It's very...
It's what it is.
I mean, is there another word?
No.
It's really messed up. It's
extremely bad.
I don't like it. I don't... Like, there's a thing, like one thing about, like, every song's about sex, whatever. Madonna made that, like, I didn't even know her song was about sex, and apparently it was. You told me that.
But this is about, like, unconsensual
yeah, it's horrible.
Sex.
It's
terrible.
horrible.
It's actually terrible.
I don't like that he's happy after.
Yeah, that's valid. That's completely valid.
You don't get... Wait, is he the one he's not the one they're making the Lego movie up, is he?
No, well, yeah, Pharrell Williams.
That is so fucking weird.
But to be fair, he's featured on the song. It was Robin Thicke who got most of the brunt of it.
Okay, that's better? I don't know. I'm going to let you take over here.
Okay, I'll take over. Okay, so now this is going to be a little more controversial of a song that I don't like. But it's been growing in me, and then certain recent events have like really reinforced this also.
It's gonna be a song I sing.
I don't think it will, actually. This is a Carrie Underwood song.
Who's Carrie Underwood?
She won
sounds
American
familiar.
Idol. It's a song called Before He Cheats. I really don't like the song. I'll be honest.
Is it about like murder?
No, it's an okay song.
It's just you wouldn't want to hear it all the freaking time.
Carrie Underwood has been pissing me off in particular.
Why?
She performed at Trump's inauguration.
Oh boy.
And
we talked about YMCA here, right?
We talked about YMCA.
Yeah,
here.
it's just
that sort of like conservatism growing in
it's sad when like
who like we have nostalgia for.
Yeah,
that always disappoints me.
That's
going to be related to
it's
my
something
pick,
that
by
is
the way
going to happen.
Yeah,
because like they're people. Artists are people, and it's really ultimately the consumer's choice whether they want to be like. It's completely fine to be like, hey, I think this is fucked up and. Yeah. Like our Kelly songs don't hit the same way.
They don't. They really don't. And I will say this about the Carrie Underwood song, right? I wasn't the biggest fan before, but I would like tolerate it because of other people being like, oh, I love that song. And then like it comes on at a bar and everyone sings it. But it's just, it's not great. I feel like some people think that like a good bar song is something that like everyone could sing along to, but like it's so slow that you can't dance to it, and it like really drags down the mood. And so I wasn't a fan before all the controversy, but now I am even more not a fan.
Should I do my thing now?
This is your thing. This is your fourth pick.
I don't know if this counts as a song. The Old Spice whistle. Oh God! Stop!
Really? Oh wow!
It like triggers my OCD because I kept hearing it in middle school, which was a hard time. Not the fault of any people. It's just
some people
had some OCD. Well, maybe the AIDS monkey guy had some.
There might have been a teacher or two too.
Yeah, but realistically, you're always going to meet.
No, they were adults.
You're always going to meet people.
Yeah.
But like when you're young, you're kind of vulnerable and like you don't know how your own brain or body works. So I was just going through it, and that song kept playing. And because of that, every time I hear the ad on YouTube, I actually like mute the ad before it happens. I really should just exposure therapy that shit to myself, because it's nothing wrong with the whistle. It's a good.
No, don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself.
Oh God, no, that's how I get better. But yeah, I just have to put it. It's like
okay. So we talked about it, but sometimes artists go a little crazy and you change your opinion. It's Kanye. Yeah. I want to be specific though, right? Because I do like a lot of Kanye's older music.
Because
right?
you like Kanye and his values.
Oh, of course. No, but like too recently, he was like a top artist of mine, right? And
and then he immediately went to the point of no return. There was a point where he was approaching it.
Yeah.
And then what was the point of no return? Is it when he posted the swastika, or was it when he started saying
it was before
shit?
that.
Was it the DEF CON thing?
I think that was probably at the time.
That was it. Before it was like,
although it was, he already said his comments about like black people and slavery, and
he was supporting Trump, and
he was supporting Trump.
I mean, there's a difference between like a guy.
It was a process.
Like I get we're gonna have celebrities that support Trump.
There was like a 15-year period where he was like
he was on a descent,
getting out of the public favor.
It was like a.
That's a great analogy. Yes. So
Kanye West, come on the show.
Question is,
prove us wrong.
If I were to pick a Kanye song that I hate the most, I think it's got to be like his worst song straight up, which is called Drunken Hot Girls.
Oh, I like that one. I'm kidding. I don't know it.
Another I'll blur it out song that's just aged terribly on what's otherwise a pretty good album, frankly, and it's really unfortunate.
There's a lot of songs in that category, and I think age is just a number.
Category. Yep.
Put Your Head in the Sand, that one by the Beatles.
Oh, yep. The Beatles have a couple that have not aged very gracefully.
They sound good.
Well, she was just 17.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean?
I never heard that one, actually. I've heard people sing that to me.
Couldn't dance.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to feel like I'm in middle school.
Yeah, a lot of that. And I'm glad that, you know, we've reached a point in society where we could be like, that's pretty bad.
Hey, dude.
Most people.
Hey, dude, you should stop that.
Yeah.
What did the deep say?
Don't do that.
Hey, that's not cool. That's what the deep say.
Yeah, we really are living in the boys' world.
Oh my God.
So your final pick.
I like the move it, move it. You like the move it.
I kind of like that one.
I loved it at first, but I don't know what happened. It's just, it's one of those ones where when it's playing, it forces itself. I think if I
that might be another Black Eyed Peas one, actually. Or, maybe I'm wrong about that.
I can't do that to the Black Eyed Peas twice.
They have some pretty bad ones.
I think if I exposure therapied it to myself, like it would be the kind of song I'd like. We were talking about a lot of stuff. I don't like being made to move it when my brain doesn't feel move it. And that sounds like such a contradiction of everything I've said. Because how I love all the running songs, and I like things that give me energy, but something about it's just too direct. It like lull me into it, you know, give me a little foreplay. Yeah. I don't like saying sex things, but it's just like we got to move it. And I keep thinking of this one time I went to a basketball game, the only basketball game I've ever went to, and
You've only been to one?
I don't sport, and it was actually pretty cool because we had a box seat. It was like a friend of mine.
That's so cool.
It was really cool, but I wasn't paying any goddamn attention to that game. Let me tell you, I did not give a shit. I was in elementary school. I loved the sandwich I brought. It was a tuna fish sandwich. It was wonderful. And
that's what you remember from the basketball game.
And they were playing like on a screen, like the King Julian going, "We like to move it." And I'm like, why are they yelling offense? Why are they yelling defense? Are people fighting? It's a weird memory, but yeah, I remember one time. It's just if I hear that playing in a gym, and I just. Anyways,
I'm right there with you. I think it's a pretty annoying song.
Obnoxious.
Yes.
Maybe I could exposure therapy myself to be converted.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Anyways, so yeah. Do you have one
those
more?
are our 5 picks we've each done. And don't fall. Yeah, let's not recap them because they're terrible.
Yeah.
And there's others that we could probably think of. We kind of avoided like some very like shitty people who also make music, but we don't need to give them the time of day.
We mentioned
a couple. Yeah, and Kanye. And
Diddy. We haven't mentioned
Diddy, but he was one of them. Yeah, there's so many bad songs, you know, that like we could go on and on.
I don't like we've been shit talking.
We're not negative people about this sort of thing.
It's just not how I consume media. Like even when there's something I don't like, I try to think, okay, they did this good, and I say I don't like this.
Yeah,
but I don't like saying it's bad.
Yeah,
and in terms of especially
music's so subjective. There are going to be people in our comments who are like, actually, I love that song.
No, there definitely are. There are going to be people gunning for us.
Yeah.
But I, what songs don't I, my brain just didn't work. Oh, no. I think of it, it's funny because I don't usually engage with criticism on songs that much because you know, my music taste is so like alien and weird.
Yeah.
But I more often like when it's stuff like a movie or a show or something, and I just get so bizarre where people, it'll be like a show got bad or something, and people like act like it's an affront to their like identity. Yeah, and I'm like, dude, this show's not good.
Art is subjective.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's also okay for other people to say I like the show. Yeah. You should be happy.
There are things that you can admit are bad, but still enjoy them.
Yeah,
right.
The new Star Wars. I actually haven't seen it. I haven't seen new Star Wars. I'm going to cut that. The new Doctor Who. Well, not the new one. The 13th Doctor era wasn't my favorite era. There were some things I really liked. Well, some things I liked about it. A lot I really didn't like about it. Sure. You're dying because I'm talking about Doctor Who. But some people, I've heard people say, "Oh, that's my favorite era."
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude, you're not wrong because it's your opinion and
it is their opinion.
And I think it's good to like things. I like liking things.
If you love Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke, that's a little different.
That's a little different. No, you're right.
I feel like some of the ones we pointed out today were very much that sort of case.
I feel like only 2 of them were.
Yeah, only 2 of them.
If you like those 2.
then we might have to talk.
Yeah.
So that's it for our drafts for today. And now, K-Hi, I have a little bit of a mix up for your noises today. All right. I want you to say 4 musical notes, and I'm going to use that to make a melody. And then you're going to make the sounds, and I'm going to put them in the melody. So tell me the music notes first, and then make some noises.
A, B, C, D. I don't know.
A, B, C, D.
Is that right?
That's what you want.
Is that what that is?
There's no right or wrong.
Is that A, B, C,
Those
D?
are 4 musical notes.
Yeah,
that
but
was not.
were those the right? Okay, I'm just gonna do the noises. Okay.
Okay. This feels weird in the headphones. I did not like listening to that. Would you listen to that? Here's the song. All right. That's that. That was that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's it for today's podcast. I hope you all enjoyed. We are going to have to cut out so many of the things that we said. So much got cut out.
If I ever go live and like I'm acting completely different, it's because I have to activate censor. That might happen at some point.
Might happen at some
pondering.
point.
You know what? If you watch these things in entirety and you care if I ever like do a live stream, I might do like video games. Tell me what video games you're interested in me playing, or what type of video game or anything.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments, baby. Let's go.
All right. Well, that's it for today's episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.